unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Tim Bradley says that Gervonta Davis is, quote, cheating versus Ryan Garcia. Wow, very bizarre. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I'm not even going to trouble y'all and read the quote, but Tim Bradley had an interview captured by Fight Hype. You guys can find this interview on the net. I just want to give my thoughts. I listened to it, and it was some filth, flaring, and filth. Tim Bradley is, I'm going to paraphrase, he's basically saying Gervonta Davis is cheating. He called him a cheater, says he's cheating by bringing Ryan to a catch weight and having a rehydration clause. Now, first of all, that sounds utterly stupid. If you look up the word cheating in the dictionary, that's not what that means. For example, if Gervonta Davis was truly cheating in plain view, then the fight would be canceled. Like, you can't juice up and load up with gear and peds and then fail a test openly and not be called a cheater. And usually in most cases, and I gotta say most because boxing is shady, in most cases the fight would be canceled. You know, or at least in other sports, you test positive for something, you do something out of pocket, like the Ja Morant with the blick, you know, they're gonna suspend you for some games. That's how it's supposed to work, right? So if Tank was truly cheating, then why would the fight even be getting sanctioned? So he's not doing anything. Cheating is like as if you're going against the rules. I mean, that's not a thing, because two teams can write whatever they want into the contract. If the other side is stupid enough to agree to it, then it is what it is. For example, if Floyd Mayweather's negotiating with Robert Guerrero and he's saying, I'm gonna get 99% of the money and I'm gonna pay you $250, and Guerrero's team, if they were foolish enough to accept that, that's not cheating. Like, there's nothing cheating about that. You and your team agreed to some bullshit, so you need to get better representation. So Ryan Garcia has absolutely agreed to the fight, which is why we're getting a fight, stipulations and all. You can say at best you don't like the stipulations, but to say that he's cheating, I mean, that's completely different and a completely different implication. Now, I've told you for a minute, I'm the best in the business, and it's been that way. And even pro fighters, as you see with Tim Bradley, I think what happens is a lot of people want to get on the mic and do what I do and break down the fight. But one thing that gives me a different level of respect in this game is I can present the boxing without any emotion to it, like really on some Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, what are you doing? Your clothes, your boots, give them to me. There's no emotion to it. You know, nice night for a walk. Like, there's no emotion. I'm just breaking down boxing. But I notice a lot of people are too emotionally invested or tied. And Tank Davis threw some shots at Tim Bradley. So it really sounds like a way to retaliate. And he said something disparaging against you, so now you want to say something negative about him. But it just behooves you to be the bigger person and make better choices, because now, you know, you see people in the comment and they're saying, oh, Bradley's a hater and this and that. So it would probably benefit you to be the bigger person and just give realistic takes. But for whatever reason, people don't want to do that. I can't be held accountable for what other people do. I'm just giving my opinion on it. But for Bradley to insinuate that Tank is cheating is preposterous. That's not a thing. Ryan agreed to everything. So how did he cheat? Like that's like a janky promoter or anybody, and they sign you to a crazy contract. They didn't cheat. If you agreed to it, you agreed to it. If you J. Cole, and you said you will perform at this club and you didn't read the fine print and it says you got to perform all month, and you know your salary now for 30 days is not what you thought you were getting because you thought you only had to perform for one day, that's your fault. You know, that's just the way it boils down. That's why you have to always read and make sure you know what you're signing to. So at the end of the day, there's nothing you can say that's not cheating. The other reason why I think this looks bad for Tim Bradley is, I mean, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, which I know I'm not. Bring up a video in the same where Tim Bradley had the same energy for Canelo Alvarez, who has rehydrated and had these clauses on people and weight stipulations long before Tank did it one time with Ryan Garcia. So for me, I'm not going to respect no opinion where the opinion is not consistent. Like if your opinion is you're just a stickler and you hate any type of weight stipulations and you about it all across the board, black, white, Mexican, you don't care, then respect to you. That's not your thing. You don't like it. I can dig that. But that's the other problem with boxing talk, with people trying to be in my space with the digital, boxing conversations and stuff like that, is the opinion more often than not shows the true biases, and it shows a level of inconsistency and an inconsistency that just is laughable. Show me a video of Tim Bradley where he was ripping Canelo to shreds for bringing Amir Khan, who had been knocked out in lighter weight classes, to Bradis Prescott. He had been knocked out and dropped a couple times by Danny Garcia. And we're talking about at 140, and Canelo brings him up to a catch weight, say it with me, of 155. And he wasn't even off a good performance. He was off a Chris Algieri performance where Amir Khan got rocked in an early round versus Chris Algieri. And Chris Algieri was coming off a horrible loss to Manny Pacquiao where he got dropped like 6 times. Yet and still, his comeback fight was Amir Khan, and he fought his butt off and even hurt Amir Khan. And Algieri, again, is a guy from a career 140 pounder at that point, and he was fighting at like 147 against Khan, and he's still hurting Amir Khan, right? So if you know boxing, you know boxing. Where was this energy for Canelo fighting Amir Khan, who was always labeled as chinny, right? And he was getting dropped and stopped in lighter divisions, and Canelo's fighting him at 155. Plus, I have this on record. Amir Khan spoke with him when he was training out in the Bay Area. It was at a Ward fight at the time. And he says that he tried to get a rehydration clause like Tank has. And he tried to get it when he was fighting against Canelo. And he tried to get them to, have maybe something similar, like a 10-pound rehydration clause. He said Canelo's team and Golden Boy said, take a hike. You either take the fight as we offered it or you won't get a fight. And Khan was so thirsty trying to get Mayweather, maybe even a Pacquiao fight, couldn't get those big names. So he just settled and he made a move out of desperation. And he took this fight with really no advantage in weight. And here's the thing, he was even winning in the fight. To be honest, except for the 5th and obviously the 6th round where he got knocked out, I thought he was outboxing Canelo Alvarez. But the thing is, Canelo was just too big, too strong, and you can't make no mistakes when you're already at every disadvantage in the book. Crowd disadvantage, moved up in weight, don't have a reliable chin. So where was Tim Bradley and a lot of the racists and the race fans that you see in the comment section when Canelo did that to Amir Khan? You didn't see that. But Tank's public enemy number one, because a youthful Ryan Garcia is fighting at a catchweight. And then some people are tripping about the catch. This is the thing I didn't even understand. Here's the thing about the catchweight deal. Ryan, they said that Tank wanted to fight at 135. And then Ryan's team wouldn't accept it at 135 because they wanted it higher, right? So as a compromise, they did it at a catchweight. They did at a catchweight of 136. So if anything, that's Tank Davis being generous and his side being generous and giving any level of, leverage to Ryan Garcia, because Tank says I'm a 135-pound fighter. Ryan, career-wise, has been a 135-pound fighter. Just because you moved up to 140, that was your choice. And then you said you could still make 135. So you lucky that Tank even added a pound to it. So people keep saying it like Tank is putting on these weight stipulations and doing this and Tank's god awful and things like that. But the catch weight that part of it is of benefit to Ryan Garcia. So now he has one less pound to lose. And I know 1 pound doesn't really sound like much, but ask a boxer. When you're trying to cut those last pounds, those are the hardest to get off, because if your body gets to a place where it's like depleted and you're already flattened out and dehydrated, then it becomes harder and harder. That's why you see fighters at the scale pass out, fighters where their lips look all white like Pookie. Man, keep calling me, man. Keep calling Scotty, I want to die. Scotty, I'm going to kill you. Keep calling me, man. Right? That's why you see them fighters look all beat up, because they turn into skeletal remains trying to lose them last little pounds. So I don't even understand why this is a conversation, but that catch weight really is because Ryan Garcia didn't want to make 135. If he would have made 135, then they probably would have just had a rehydration clause, because Ryan Garcia is not going to get any type of weight advantage. The only people like Tim Bradley that want a weight advantage for Ryan Garcia are the people that want to see Tank lose. And they feel that gives Ryan Garcia a better chance, which means it's an advantage, which Tank's team is a professional and educated team, and they're not stupid. So they've negated that advantage for Ryan Garcia and not giving him any freebies. It's sad that in the world of boxing, I have to even explain this. In boxing, you don't take an away game if you don't have to. In boxing, you don't give nobody, this ain't bingo. You don't get a free space, a free spot. You don't get no freebies. If you beat, like Floyd said, if you beat me, you're going to beat me. You're going to have to earn it. I'm going to do it on an even playing field. These fighters aren't stupid. Not to mention, there's a lot of fighters who haven't been busted that are on PEDs. So you don't give anybody any type of advantage when it's not necessary, especially when you're the A side. Now, again, this concept is very easy for a lot of the racists and guys like other people like Tim Bradley to understand when it's certain fighters, but then when it's Tank Davis, is the end of the world, and Tank's not a true fighter, and that's soft and that's weak, and things like Tim Bradley's saying. And that's corny. Again, if you feel that way always. Like you have Mothers Against Drunk Driving, MAD. Let's say a mother's son died at the hands of, a drunk driver crashed into him. They're against drunk driving. They don't care if you're male, female, if you're Asian, black, Mexican, white, Chinese. They don't care about nothing. They're trying to spread awareness that drunk driving is bad. So there are no exceptions to that. They hate drunk drivers. They don't want to see anyone else lose their life at the hands of drunk drivers. Not like, oh, I hate drunk drivers, but only the black ones. That's not how that works. You hate all drunk drivers. So if you're a stickler for weight stipulations and you hate it, and you look at the case-by-case basis, then you got to make each case make sense and stay true to the energy you have. Again, show me a Tim Bradley, video where he was going off on Canelo being soft and weak for fighting Amir Khan at a catch weight and having no rehydration clause, which obviously only would benefit the stronger, better chinned fighter Canelo, and so on and so forth. Caleb Smith, rehydration clause, Kovalev, etc. Canelo's been doing this. Pacquiao been the catch weight king, and Canelo might have took over for Pacquiao with the catch weights. So why are we only focused on the black fighter from Baltimore and Tank Davis doing it? I need these answers. And Tim Bradley, his opinion's pretty invalid, because he already said he wants Ryan Garcia to win, and he wants Ryan Garcia to knock Tank the hell out because of an exchange and bad things that Tank said about Tim Bradley or whatever reason. You're already on record. So this is the thing about boxing. Why are we supposed to respect somebody's opinion when they've already flat out told you who they were and that they were insanely biased? They're not gonna. Why would you expect them to give you a fair opinion when the man Bradley already told you he wants to see Ryan knock out Tank? So of course he's going to be against the weight stipulation, because again, he wants to see Ryan Garcia with any type of advantage to help him accomplish that mission. And he's mad that Tank Davis and his team are not stupid enough to give that said advantage to Ryan Garcia? Boom, we unpack. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.